All right, and we also have tried to focus in on businesses that are somewhat local. And along the way, we were able to come up with this this company called FullCircleFeed.com, and they do doggy bag treats that are really created in a very, very responsible way. And I want to bring the owner on. Michael Amadori is on right now. Good morning, Michael.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
I know we've been trying to get you on and through scheduling and everything, but we finally got you here. So explain what it is that you have done. And this is really good use of something that would normally just be thrown away.
Yeah, exactly. So I started a company, Full Circle Feed, as you mentioned. And what we do is we get the abundance of food left from commercial kitchens and buffet lines. So, for example, the Turning Stone Casino. The all-you-can-eat buffet is delicious. And at the end of the day, though, that food is not allowed to be served back to people because it's been on the buffet line. So we'll go and we'll pick it all up, only the high-quality food, not the plate scraps, just the food that's still at the buffet line. We bring it back to our facility, wash it off, grind it up, and bake it into dog treats.
Wow. And that is, talk about using, recycling. This is the perfect example of recycling. And you're talking about healthy dog treats.
Exactly, because it's all human-grade food. There's no byproducts, preservative, additives, flavors, dyes, none of that stuff.
Or poisons, or poisons that, I mean, there were ingredients in these Chinese dog treats. The products that came from China that had ingredients in there that were poisonous to dogs.
Shutting down the kidneys of dogs.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and that's what kind of set me off. I was like, why are we feeding our dogs these terrible treats and food and then throwing away this perfectly good stuff? And that's kind of how the whole thing got started.
Well, I got to tell you, the next time I don't finish my plate at the Turning Stone, I'm not going to feel so bad. I understand you're not taking the stuff off the plate, but at the end of the day, I mean, you don't want that. They're not going to be able to put that food back out the next day. It's been sitting out there all day long, and what do you do with it? It just goes to waste. So what a great idea. Now, do you sell, are you just selling regionally right now, locally? What are you, or can you go national with us?
On our website, we will sell anywhere in the country. We've sold to 25 states because I have a little checklist. Whenever someone from a different state buys my treats, I mark it off. But we're in about 30 local retail stores in central New York.
Okay.
So the only stores that we're in are locally right here in upstate New York.
Okay. Well, listen, I think this would be a great idea to go national and worldwide. I hope it does for you because it's a brilliant idea.
And where can we get this? Only online, or did you say there are stores locally that sell it?
Yep. So closest stores to me would be the Save-On convenience store. So they're owned by the United Nations, which also owns the casino. So they were working with them, and they were able to put me right in about half of their stores. But so, I mean, if you don't want to make the drive, you kind of just order right online.
Yeah. I got to tell you, though, it's hard, and I'm sure you know this, Michael, it's hard to get in stores.
Yeah, it's extremely hard, and you're always fighting for shelf space, and, the store managers, the store owners, they're not very sympathetic to you at all. They're like, all right, the treat's moving, when are you, going to bring a refill and freshen up the treats, and, getting in a distributor is even harder, which is one of the things we're working on now is trying to get into a distributor to carry the treats, and that's also very difficult.
Right. Well, we'll see you on Shark Tank, okay?
People tell me I do a lot of markets and festivals as well, and that's one of the common responses when I talk to people is, you got to get on Shark Tank. Yeah, get on Shark Tank.
Yeah. Well, listen, if not for the investment, but for the advertising alone, it would be huge. So, all right, it's FullCircleFeed.com if you want only the best for your pets. And it's cost-effective, and it's good for the environment. It's good for recycling. And, Michael, I think you're onto something.
And it all supports the local economy. Like, we're done here, right here, locally manufactured. Our boxes and our packaging we use upstate New York companies for. So not only is it good for the environment, it's good for the planet and good for the local economy.
Good for you. All right, I'm glad we could get you on, Michael. Have a great holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Again, that's Full Circle. Get that right. Make sure I say it right. FullCircleFeed.com.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.